What's going on, guys? Billy here, and today I'm going to share with you my experience using the iPhone 11 Pro Max with the new DJI OM4. You see, the mobile device that you have and that you plan on using with the stabilizer will directly affect the experience and the video that you shoot. For example, if you've got an older phone or a less expensive phone that only has one camera and maybe that one camera really isn't all that good, well, you're not going to have as good of an experience as somebody who has a higher end, newer phone like the iPhone 11 Pro Max. I'd also venture to say that if you've got an Android, you're not going to have as good of an experience as somebody that has an Apple phone, and the reason I say this is because Apple has such good camera software when it comes to shooting video. All of these phones shoot great photos, but Apple has really excelled in the video department, and that's why I say that Apple phones work a little bit better with the OM series over Androids. With that said, of course, the iPhone 11 Pro Max is the top of the line phone that Apple sells, which means that you can also expect the best camera experience that they have to offer. The triple camera setup also gives you a lot of flexibility for shooting video at different focal lengths, while the colors and dynamic range bring anything that you shoot to life. I've said it in my previous videos about the OM4 that I use this exact setup right here, the iPhone 11 Pro Max, with one of DJI's mobile gimbals to shoot a lot of the filler clips that you see here on my YouTube channel. But besides YouTube, I do a lot of filming for real estate agents, construction companies, athletic centers, just brands in general, and an integral part to shooting these videos is using this big boy right here, the Ronin S from DJI, that stabilizes my Sony a7 III that I'm shooting on right now. So I've got a lot of experience with gimbals from their larger platform like the Ronin all the way down to the Osmo Pocket and of course the Osmo Mobile, which kind of sits right in the middle. Now with that said, I can say I'm really impressed with the performance of this device. It feels lightweight, it feels very nimble, and it just feels very responsive. I figure a lot of people coming to this video are looking to see footage taken directly with the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and while the video quality is the same if your iPhone is on or off the OM4, this gimbal gives you the ability to do things that you otherwise wouldn't be able to do by just holding the phone with your hands. I'm not necessarily referring to the shooting modes built into the DJI Mimo app that basically everyone has access to with their mobile device of choice, but rather I'm more focused on the way that you can directly shoot video with the iPhone 11 Pro Max as a result of using this stabilizer. So these video clips that you guys are watching here come from a recent video shoot that I did for a local pond builder. Without the OM4, I wouldn't have been able to achieve this same smooth motion by just holding the phone with my hands. In this time messing around with the iPhone 11 Pro Max, it kind of made me wonder if those video clips looked better than the ones I shot with my Sony a7 III. I feel like this video is starting to turn into more of a review of the iPhone 11 Pro Max's camera, but as I said in the beginning of this video, this device, the OM4, is only as good as the camera that you pair with it, in this case, the iPhone 11 Pro Max. I found that both the colors and the dynamic range are really what helps separate this camera from the rest that are on the smartphone market, and that translates really well to the front-facing camera. The colors are good, the dynamic range is really good, the microphone even sounds good, and right now I'm using the active track shooting mode so that it keeps the camera positioned on my face. All I have to worry about is talking. All I have to worry about is making sure that the phone is being held up at a proper height. I do wish that it was a little bit wider, this camera, but regardless, the software built into the Mimo application here is handling all the framing for me, and I really don't have to worry about anything else. Getting back to the rear set of cameras, the iPhone 11 Pro Max of course has these three different lenses giving you a wide angle, standard, and telephoto focal length, making this setup really versatile no matter what you're shooting. The zoom slider on the left side of the handle makes switching between the cameras really easy so that on the fly you can use the right camera for the situation that you're in. I like to mix up the different cameras that I use in my videos to help give them a different feel throughout. I'd venture to say that the biggest issue that DJI is up against here is that with their Osmo Mobile liner, I guess now titled their OM line of smartphone gimbals, is that each new version, each new iteration they come out with more or less does the same thing as the last version. It stabilizes your smartphone. Those video clips I shared with you in the beginning of this video of the pond and the water feature could have been taken with my iPhone 11 Pro Max mounted to any smartphone gimbal, and you guys would probably believe it was taken with the Osmo Mobile 4 because each version does the same thing. That is why the smartphone you have is really going to affect the experience you have with the OM4. That's why I'm kind of stressing on the fact that this is my experience with the DJI OM4 and the iPhone 11 Pro Max. I'm going to have a better experience than somebody that has like a Pixel 3 or an older Samsung phone because the software is so much better in these brand new iPhones, as I kind of mentioned in the beginning of this video. Now, I also did a comparison between all the Osmo Mobile gimbals, right? I did that in my last video, and that was really interesting to see how they've kind of refreshed the design and how they've improved it and progressed over the years. But again, at the end of the day, they all stabilize your phone. Now I can say there are two new things that really set the Osmo Mobile 4, the OM4, apart from, I guess, its cousins, its brothers, all the previous versions, and that is the upgraded motors, which kind of make this feel more nimble and more lightweight when I'm using it, and definitely more responsive, and also that new magnetic clamp system. In my opinion, this is the biggest change that this stabilizer offers. It's so much easier to get this gimbal set up to start shooting than previous entries to the Osmo Mobile lineup, which in turn makes me want to shoot with it more. We have these two different mounting points. One is a sticky mount and the other is a traditional clamp mount, both of which attach to the OM4's arm with a magnet. In regards to that sticky mount, the proper mounting procedure with the glass back of the iPhone 11 Pro Max is to first use the included sticker, which acts as a base for the actual magnetic puck. So while this is definitely the most efficient way to attach your mobile device to the OM4, the magnet's nice and strong, and of course it comes off when you need it, there is one trade-off. You can't wirelessly charge your phone, and that's a deal breaker to me. I use wireless charging all of the time, but I don't use my OM4 all the time. So do I keep this attached to the back of my phone? Do I deal with this bump on the back of my smooth phone all the time? Now I can't attach my charging case if I have to. So that's why I'm glad that they did include this magnetic clamp mount so that if I need to use it in a pinch, I can just quickly clamp it in, start using it. But if I know I'm going to be shooting on like vacation, or if I'm going to be using my OM4 during the day on like a long day of flying my drones, I can attach this to the back so that during the day when I'm shooting, I've got this quick, easy, efficient mounting and unmounting solution. I think that unmounting solution works in that scenario. So anyway, guys, my experience with the iPhone 11 Pro Max and the OM4 has just been top notch. I mean, the cameras in this phone are so great that it'd be hard to not have a good experience having this handle and stabilizer here to use. I do have to say that it's going to be hard for me to recommend if you have the Osmo Mobile 3 to upgrade to the OM4. While this whole magnetic solution is great and while the upgraded motors is definitely a plus, as I said earlier in the video, you're going to get the same footage no matter what gimbal you have. At the end of the day, if you're looking to get better video with your smartphone, it's about upgrading your smartphone's camera. And with that, guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section of the OM4 and iPhone 11 Pro Max. I guess duo? I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you think, and as always, I'll talk to you later. Peace.